Chapter 31, Alexa Brenner. The next 2 days go by much as the first one did. Immediately we had been filed into a routine, and we were told to look forward to the comfort and security of this. In a way, it was comforting to know that I wouldn't have to worry about being attacked, and the security of knowing that everything will be taken care of for me. However, Community Hall and the constant presence of the possibly fake military always reminds me that this is a lie. 2 more people were found after our group. They have adapted pretty quickly into society. The 2 men had their families killed in front of them. Devastated, they cling to everything they are told. They're out for revenge. Everyone had been separated, and despite what I thought, there is no way to communicate at Community Hall. There are too many people here watching us, silently forcing us apart. Tony is no longer here. He disappeared after the first day. Rumor is that he and 5 others were relocated. Relocation is likely synonymous with killed. Miles and I take our spots at the top of the mezzanine for the fitness slot, playing with Raylene up here. We have badminton rackets and 2 birdies. The guards have let us be up here since the first day, courtesy of James's reasoning, I suppose, as Raylene could get hurt if she tries to play around with the adults downstairs. After a brief lesson to Raylene, we play by taking turns hitting it high in the air for her to hit back. Raylene misses the birdie at first, however, gets the hang of it eventually and finally hits one back. Our gameplay is stopped by an officer grabbing the birdie out of the air. Miles McMillan? Dread fills my stomach. It's the man who leads the community hall. Yes, Miles answers. The man says, "We have a proposition for you. We would like to offer you a camouflage scarf and the benefits and responsibilities that come with it. Normally, we would find your significant other a job as well. However, considering you have a child, we thought it would be best to allow a flexible situation. You would be moved to better quarters. You work for 8 hours of your day and can spend the rest of it with your family." What would my family be doing while I'm at work? Miles loops his arm around me. Activities that would benefit the community. They can visit the library, gym with an escort, or stay in your trailer, he explains. How do I sign up? Miles responds without hesitating. The man brings out 2 camouflage scarves and hands one to Miles and one to me. Replace your scarves with these. The child doesn't need one because she's too young. Miles takes off his scarf before tying the new one on. Now you're honorary members of the army. The man shakes Miles' hand, then mine. I can't help but think this is all a little anticlimactic and odd. Do you need to return to your current quarters for anything in particular? No, Miles says. We don't have anything personal here. Great, then Officer Gren will escort you to your new quarters. I will meet you there shortly to pick you up for your first day's work. The man walks away and takes a few others away with him. Officer Gren, who looks about my age, nods, then turns around. It's not long until we are led outside the school building through the front doors. We go right. Turning around the corner, we find a bunch of trailers. Officer Gren takes us to the furthest trailer away. He opens the door with a key and turns to the side. He hands Miles the key. Enjoy, he walks off. Now that we are on the other side of this society, we have gained back some of our freedom. Miles walks in first and holds the door open behind for us. Inside is a kitchenette, dining room, bedroom, and washroom. Curious, I try the taps. We have running water. Hurrying about, I open the fridge and find it full. Electricity works too. There's a television in the corner and some DVDs on the side of it. The cabinets are loaded with things to do, board games, books, magazines, and puzzles. Raylene starts exploring with me. We don't get a chance to open every drawer in the place when the door opens. The colonel nods to us. Miles, if you don't mind coming with me and we'll start. Only 4 hours today, though, so you can just get settled in. How about you to go back and play at the mezzanine? I'll meet you there at the end of my shift. His look tells me that there will be no arguments about his decision. Is he trying to warn us about something? He appears unnerved. Sure, come on, Raylene, let's go play some more. I hold out my hand and wait for her to grab it. We go ahead of Miles. 2 guards wait outside. They split off as one follows behind us and the other goes with Miles and the colonel. I pick up the pace enough that Raylene has to slightly jog to keep up. When we get back to the gym and see James and Taylor at the mats, it's a huge relief. However, they seem concerned about my sudden appearance. The guard is kind enough to stay at the entrance. He starts up a conversation with another guard. Maybe they'll keep each other distracted. So they put you on the same schedule? I ask them to break the silence. Where's Miles? What are you doing here? James whispers. He looks worried. We got promoted today. I show my scarf. Miles is a guard now, and we get a bit of freedom and privileges. Congratulations. James smiles. James smiles. Taylor echoes. Thank you. Thank you. I sit down and pull Raylene down in front of me, taking strands of her hair and finger combing through it. Getting her hair done is one of the only things that she will sit still for. How long does he work for? Taylor asks me. 8 hours every day, except he's only doing 4 hours today. We don't really know much. It was kind of sudden. I'm sure I'll be able to tell you more tomorrow. Raylene moves around, letting my hands move with the chunks of hair I hold on to. I let her resettle. They've got trailers on the side of the building for officers to stay in. I nod towards the wall to let them know which side of the building. We have our own. I think everyone gets their own. Really? And you're here instead of your trailer? Taylor asks. I notice Taylor isn't wearing her bandage. Not sure why it took me this long to figure it out. She seems fine. Nothing looks out of place. Her eye looks fine. I mentally shake when I realize it's been too long of a stare. Miles said it would be a good idea to come back here and play some more until he gets off to come pick us up. In 4 hours. James smiles, falters for a split second. He's as suspicious at the request as I was. Have you had your supper yet? You should join us. Not yet. We'll join you. And then after is community hall. And then what? Go back to the mezzanine for an hour? Raylene's hair is untangled, but I still run my fingers through it. Grabbing a mass of it, I start a French braid with full intentions of taking it out and redoing it time after time. It's getting colder out there. It'll probably snow again soon. I let them know what is going on out there. You really can't see the outside much in here. Most windows have been blocked and boarded up. The rest were blacked out with paint. It's good to have a solid roof over our head. The snow is going to stick around, and when it does, people will get stuck here. Where they're at until spring. James watches over our heads at the guards. I get what he's saying. We need to leave soon, or we might be stuck for 3 or 4 months. Brainwashing and disappearing people aside, would this be such a bad place to get stuck? We seem to have everything we need to last a long while. We have the military protecting us. Out there, we're grasping at straws, hoping that things work out. Necessities are a question. Each has a disappearing timeline. James, myself, we all have targets on our backs. It's also just a couple weeks until Santa Claus comes. Taylor stares right at Raylene as she says it in a sickly sweet voice. Santa Claus isn't real, Raylene says very bluntly. You shouldn't lie. Taylor exaggerates her surprise. What? Santa Claus isn't real? Of course he's real. He brings me presents every year, and once he even left footprints on our floors. Before she continues to try to convince the 5-year-old that Santa Claus is real, I intervene. Taylor, it's okay. You don't need to try anymore. She knows that Santa Claus isn't real. Our last foster parents ruined that for her, and everything else. Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy. What? She grimaces. Did she at least do Halloween? I shake my head. If I take her out, yeah. A lot of foster families don't do extras for the kids who aren't theirs. Don't they give foster parents money for that? Taylor asks. Taking in a deep breath, I prepare to erase disillusions about it. Not for that. Most money is just a general amount they get once a month for general expenses. Some foster kids get extra budgets, but I didn't qualify. Raylene got a soccer ball for her extra exercise expense. That stayed at the house after we left. Taylor's face scrunches up a bit. Are you sure? I thought... James cuts Taylor off. Well, I suppose it's futile at this point. It's a completely new world out there. There's no sense in dwelling on the injustice of the past. This revolution could have been good for a few things had it been executed properly. The hair in my hand gets harder to control as I near to finishing. Here, I have a ponytail for you. You look adorable with a French braid. My decision to undo her hair and start over is overruled in the couple of seconds it took Taylor to say a few words and pass me a ponytail. I twist the ponytail secure in her hair. Raylene sits long enough to wait for me to finish and gets up to admire the work in the mirror. Instead of asking me to play something with her or sit in front of me again, she twirls behind me. Little hands go into my hair. I can do your hair now. Sure. Her hand hits a snags and pulls my hair. My neck strains as I try to hold my head in place. I cringe. Remember, be gentle. We indulge ourselves in regular chit-chat until the whistle is blown for the switch over to supper. My personal bodyguard keeps people away in the halls, but the further he gets, the more both people get. First, people seem to pity me, and then they're curious, and finally there's jealousy. After one guy pipes up about the promotion, James and Taylor feel the heat of everyone's gazes and go for a silent supper. I assume this is how a person might feel if they're being read their rights. I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say or do can or will be used against me when these people see fit to it. I finish quickly and clean off both dishes. I can't get out of here fast enough when we're told to go to community hall. This time, Raylene and I sit with James and Taylor. I search around the gym, but I don't see Miles. He's working, but the Colonel will be here, so maybe Miles will too. The whole gym is still whispering when General starts his speech of the night. Tonight we celebrate. To my horror, Miles is standing in a full military uniform atop the mezzanine. He stands on the left of the general with another official to his left. There are another two of the right. Ugh. There are another two off to the right of the general. The three of them I recognize from just seeing them around. As we grow as a community, we grow in power. It all gets us one step closer to taking back our world. It is the individuals who work together that give us this power. We would like to congratulate the 4 newest individuals contributing to our cause. He claps his hands, and all but 4 follow suit enthusiastically. We extend our congratulations to the hope of our world. Would the family of Miles McMillan please stand up? Raylene stands up on cue, but I take a moment to realize that means me. There is something ominous about the attention that the general is placing on us, using us for his message. They are the inspiration for our cause. We have all lost family and friends to these demons, but new families will be made. A new family has been made here in this school. Our community is one big family. We work together, learn together, and eat together. We are all contributing ourselves to a common goal. Together we stand stronger. Together we will gain back our world. The booming cheers makes him stop his speech. Slowly at first I hear the word humans being yelled out from a couple of places. Like a wave, it spreads over the crowd until almost everyone is yelling it in synchronization. Some salute the general. For the first time I see an overjoyed look in his features. His smile falls into a smirk soon after. The assembly soon breaks off when we are told to have an early night. It's a long day tomorrow, so we will need our strength. Tonight, all will return to our rooms early, and each will have a surprise waiting for them there. Good night. General walks to the back of the mezzanine with the rest of the officials up there following closely. General walks to the back of the mezzanine with the rest of the officials up there following closely behind him. The majority of people wave and say their congratulations as they pass by. Some decide a glare is more appropriate. I just stand where I am, holding Raylene in place. We wait until most have cleared the room. Patting her back gives her the signal that it's okay to go now. We walk towards the stairs to the mezzanine. Footsteps pound in a hurried run. The sound comes straight for us, and so I turn around. Officer Gren stops quickly a few meters away. Sorry, you can't go up there right now. I'm escorting you to your trailer. Why? Can't we just hang out until Miles is done? I ask. Miles McMillan wasn't aware of protocol and has been advised that I would be taking you back, Officer Gren says. It's weird to hear him refer to Miles by his last name. Okay, I keep my voice down as I just agree. There really is nothing I can do to disagree with him. Officer Gren leads us through the deathly quiet halls. He stops abruptly when we were about to turn a corner. I put a hand on his back to stop myself from fully crashing into him. The angle lets me barely see around the corner. 2 men hold a chained beast between them that appears to be sniffing under a doorway as a dog would. I don't get to have a really good look at it before I rebound back. Sorry, I forgot they were cleaning the halls tonight. We shouldn't disturb them. Let's go back this way. He pushes us in another direction. Of course, no worries, I say cheerfully. My heart pounds in my chest. I could have written off the beast as a large dog, explain it away as a as a drug dog type search, but his lie about the hall getting cleaned when it clearly wasn't immediately sends up red flags. We take a long way to get out of the building and come out closer to where our trailer is than if we had exited through the front doors. Officer Gren drops us off at the door of our trailer, but doesn't stick around to see us inside. Too eager, I assume, to get back to his actual duties for the night.